Hello dear children, good morning everyone. These days we are learning noun apostrophe, how to use apostrophe and where to use apostrophe to make a possessive form. So we know already what is possessive form, right? So in the last class we have seen what is the meaning of possessive noun and where to use and where not to use, and so we have seen some examples of singular possessive nouns, and today we are going to continue with some of the exercises with where to use possessive nouns in plural form. Simply, it is very simple. So here we begin with, we add exercise 2, we are going to use apostrophe in the plural form. The last class we used in the singular form, and today we are going to use the plural form. It is entirely different from the singular form, from the plural form, right? Don't be confused. Please, if you are having confusion of using the singular form, please have a visit of the previous class and come to this class so that you can easily understand, right? Here we start with the exercise second. We add an apostrophe only to the plural nouns that end in s. Read once again. We add an apostrophe only to the plural nouns that end in s, right? So when the plural noun ends in s, afterwards only we use apostrophe. Clear? After the s, we do not add another s. In singular form, we added s, right? Apostrophe and then yes, we have added. And in plural form already ends in s. If in case ends in s already, we should not add another s. That's what they say here. We add an apostrophe only to the plural nouns that end ends, right? That ends in s. After the s, we do not add another s. We should not add, if the plural nouns ends in s, we should not add one more s. So simply we add apostrophe to make it as a possessive form, right? Here example, they have given an example, the pens of the girls. The pens of the girls. See here, the girls is already in plural, okay? Girls pen, more than one girl they see here. Yeah, why? Because the noun ends in s, so it is already plural. So we should not add one more s here to make it as a possession, right? So here they have given some examples, so 10 more examples. They ask us to change it. If we complete these 10 examples as an exercise, we can easily finish it off. And we can easily understand. Clear? Don't be confused. Simple it is. Please follow me here. We are going to use the apostrophe to show possession where the noun is plural. So, please be clear. The subject, the person who is the owner, okay, we are going to make the using apostrophe, we are going to use a possession. He is a owner, and he is the owner, or she is the owner, or they are the owner. We are going to make as a possession using apostrophe. Here they did not add apostrophe. They have given a normal sentence, a simple statement they have given. We are going to make it as a possession, as a owner, he is a owner, or she is a owner, by using apostrophe. Yes, dear children, please follow here. This is a normal statement. The shoes of the girls. Here the subject is a girls, right? Already the noun, it is a noun, it is. This plural noun ends in already s, right? This is already in plural. Girls, and here they have given, right? Girls, more than one girl. Here we have more than one girl. Girls, the shoes of the girls. So when we see the answer, we have to add apostrophe, right? The girls' shoes. the girl's shoes. Whose shoes is this? So the previous class, when we speak about a singular noun, when we change it as a singular possession noun, we have to ask one question to make it as a plural. What is that? Yeah, whose. We have to ask question within ourselves, whose is this? Whose is this? Right? Whose this? Who is this? When we ask this, so we can easily understand, we can easily come to know. When we hear whose shoes is this? Whose shoes is this? When we ask this question, ultimately it comes under the girls. This is girls' shoes. Right? This is the girls' shoes. Why? Because in the singular form we have added yes. Right? Yeah, we have added apostrophe and then yes. Here we add, after the yes, we add one single apostrophe to make it as a possession form. So they have done already for us. It is given already in your book. But now, the second one, when we take it as second one, the tails of the horses. The tails of the horses. Simple. What is a plural noun? Horses. Right? Here the horses already end in yes. Already it ends in yes. So we should not ask, they have given here, after the yes, we do not add another yes. We should not add another yes. Simply after the yes, we have to use apostrophe to make it as a possession. See here, the horses tails. Whose tails? Whose tails? Ask question. Whose tails? Horses tails. Horses tails. So ultimately it becomes the tails belonging to the horses. Who is the owner? Horse. Okay, the tails belonging to the horses. Simple. You see here the singular pronoun we used apostrophe before here, right, to make it as a possession, whereas in plural form we add after the apostrophe to make it as a possessions. Clear? Very simple it is. Thus, when we see the third one, the houses of the boys. The houses of the boys. Simple. What will be the answer? Whose house is this? Boys. Here it's a given plural noun. And when we ask this house, whose house? This is boy's house. The boy's house. Right? And the fifth one and the fourth one, the parents of the sisters. Whose parents? Sisters' parents. Sisters' parents. Please try to understand where we have to use apostrophe. We are learning where to use apostrophe to make it as a possession. Don't be confused. Just understand where we have to use. In singular form where we have to use apostrophe, and in the plural form where we have to use apostrophe. That's all. If we be clear about it, this chapter is very, very easy. This chapter is very, very easy. Let's continue then. The fifth one is the clothes of the brothers. Now you can easily guess what will be the answer. Yeah, whose clothes? The brothers' clothes. Whose clothes? The brothers' clothes. Ask question. When you read these statements, ask questions. Whose is this? Whose this? Who is this? When we ask this question, you can easily come to know and you can easily make the possession form. The sixth one, the colors of the artists. Whose color? Artist color. Artist color. And the next one, the babies of the mothers. Whose babies? The mother's babies, right? When we make it as a possession, whose baby? Mother's baby, right? Yeah, the mother's baby. The mother's baby. We use apostrophe after the yes. Please, dear children, we should not use apostrophe before yes. They have given us exact rule. It is. We should not use in the singular form. We can use before, and in the plural noun we cannot use. We have to use after the yes only, so that it becomes correct one, right? And the eighth one, the offices of the fathers. Whose office? Father's office, right? The father's office. Whose office? Ask question. And the ninth one, the parks of the gardeners. Whose parks? The gardeners. Whose parks? The gardeners' parks. Right? Simple. And the last one, the dishes of the cooks. Whose dish? Ask question. Whose dish? The cook's dish. Already here we have seen where we simply understand where we have to use apostrophe. In the plural form, we have to use only after this. We should not add any s here. Why? Because the nouns here, see the nouns, horses, girls, boys, sisters, brothers, artists, mothers, fathers, gardeners, cooks, everything. All these nouns already ends as a here. Already all these nouns ends in s. So we should add another s here. We have to add only apostrophe after that. Simple. Remember, only keep that in your mind. In singular form, we add s and then apostrophe and then yes we use it. In plural form, we don't add s. We add only apostrophe after the s. Why? Because this plural nouns already ends in s. Keep that in your mind. Clear? And let's continue. See examples. We add an apostrophe plus s, right? We add an apostrophe plus s to plural nouns that do not end with s, right? We add an apostrophe plus s plural nouns that do not end with s. This is the next one we are going to see that. So this rule we are going to see in the next exercise, right? This the boys of the children, the children's toys. This one we are going to do the next exercise. We are going to add an plus s some plural nouns. Some plural nouns, they won't end. That nouns will not end with s. In that case, what we supposed to do? We are going to add s and then the plural noun it is that do not end s, right? That's what we are going to do. Example, the toys of the children. The toys of the children. Children's toys. See here, children's. So there are some plural nouns that will not end with s. For example, this is an example. Child is a singular, children is a plural, right? So those type of nouns we cannot add s. So we have to add s only then apostrophe. See here, we are going to see that exercises. Exercise 3. Write the possessive form of the following plural nouns that do not end with s. See here, as I said before, children, women, men, people, policeman. These plural, all are the plural noun. All are plural nouns. But these nouns do not end with s. In this case, in this type of nouns, we have to add s, and then we have to add apostrophe plus s, then apostrophe, right? See here, the schools of the children. The schools of the children. We have to write the children's schools. Why? Because already this is a plural. Already the children is a plural. We have to add apostrophe and then s to make it as a possession form, as we have done in the singular form. So this type of possession, this type of nouns, we have to learn it. We have to differentiate what type of nouns will not be there. So this type of nouns we have to select and memorize it. We cannot simply children's, we cannot use here. Why? Because if we use it, it becomes wrong, right? Yeah, the children's schools, we add the plural noun apostrophe plus s, children's schools. And the second one, the clothes of the women. Clothes of the women already is a plural, we add apostrophe and then yes, the women's clothes. The women's clothes. right? The next one, the umbrellas of the man, the umbrellas of the man, the men's umbrella, the men's umbrella. Understand where they use apostrophe, right? The next one, the language of the people. The fourth one, the language of the people, right? Whose language? The people's language. People is already plural. Person is a singular and people is a plural. So we add an apostrophe and then yes, people's language, right? Yeah. The last one, the helmet of the policeman. The helmet of the policeman. Whose helmet? The policeman's helmet, right? So I ask you to ask question whose, so that you can easily understand. You can easily place where we have to use apostrophe, right? The policeman's helmets. See this, all nouns, children, women, men, people, policemen. Already these nouns are in plural. So there we have to use, as we were using in the singular form, we have to use apostrophe and then yes to make it as a possession form. This is the rule, dear children. So we have one more exercises. So let's finish with that. That's very simple. So let's quickly go through. Shorten these sentences by using apostrophe. We are going to, this sentence is very length. Yes, the fur of the rabbit is white. The fur of the rabbit is white. We are going to make it short. Very easy to make it short. I'll go faster and not faster. Just it is very simple. We'll go, right? Yeah. The fur of the rabbit's fur is white. Simple. The noun apostrophe. We use apostrophe to make it as possession. We are learning possession form, right? So in this case, we have to add apostrophe to make it as a possession. Simple, right? The fur of the rabbit is white. The rabbit's fur is white. Short. The sentence using apostrophe. The rabbit's fur is white, right? The father of Susan is ill. Whose father is ill? The Susan's father is ill. The Susan's father is ill. Whose father is ill? Ask question. Then the next one, the house of the sailor is on the beach. The house of the sailor is on the beach. Whose house is on the beach? Ask question. The sailor's house is on the beach. See here, singular. We have to use apostrophe and then yes to make it as a possession form. And the sentence also becomes short, right? The next one, the shoes of the babies are dirty. The shoes of the baby or the shoes of the babies are dirty. See here, we are coming to the plural noun. We use apostrophe after the s, right? Babies already is in plural form. In the plural form, when singular form comes, singular noun comes, we add apostrophe and then we add one more s. But whereas in plural form, we add only apostrophe after the s to make it. This is a different, dear children. This is a different that we have to understand in this lesson, right? Where we have in singular form where we have to use apostrophe, in plural form where we have to use apostrophe. Only this is a different. If we understand this different, very simple, right? The next one, the bonnets of the ladies are pink. Whose bonnets are? The ladies' bonnets are pink. Okay, ladies, already ladies, lady is a singular and ladies is a plural. So we add apostrophe after the s. Clear? And then the sting of the bees is painful, right? Yeah. When it stings us, it is very painful. Whose stings are painful? The bees of sting is painful, right? Bees already is in plural, so that we add apostrophe after the s, right? The next one, some books of the boys are lost. Some books of the law lost. So whose book? The boys. Some books are lost, right? Boys a singular. Here they have given boys plural, so that we add apostrophe after that. Yes, clear? And the next one, the people's president was Dr. Kalam. People's president was Kalam. So people is a plural. So we use apostrophe s. Okay, people and some, as I said in the previous slide, some nouns we have to use plus apostrophe when we have to add s, right? This is one of them. And then ninth one is the houses of Goldilocks' grandmother was in the woods. This was long sentence. The Goldilocks' grandmother's house was in the woods. We made grandmother's house. When we ask question, whose house? Grandmother, right? Yeah. The last one, the kite of Salim flew high up the flare. So the Salim's kite flew high up in the sky. Whose house? Salim's singular person, singular pronoun. So we use apostrophe yes. Right, dear children? So understand here, for the singular noun we add apostrophe and then yes. Singular noun, singular here, and here when it comes in the plural form we add apostrophe only at the end, right? The same way here is a plural noun, we add after the yes apostrophe, and here also B is plural noun, we add apostrophe after the yes. The same way here, everywhere when it comes in the singular form we add apostrophe and then yes. When it comes in the plural form we add apostrophe at the end of the yes. Yes, dear children? So this is a simple rule we have to understand in this lesson, where we have to use apostrophe in singular form and where we have to use apostrophe in the plural form. In this tool, if you understand, this lesson is very simple. Possession, first one, understand what is a possession. To make it as a possession form, ask question, whose is this? Who is this? When you come to know who is this, when you find the answer, that is called possession. And as to make it without apostrophe, we cannot make a possession form, one possessive form. Right, dear children? Please learn that, revise this class again so that you can easily understand, and write these answers in your textbook and as well as notebook and try to understand. Please learn it properly. Don't keep it for tomorrow. Learn today itself, every day. Thank you.